Yes. Well, I think there's a couple of flags that I've always carried, that have been important to me. And one is the somatic mind, the world of the soma and the body. I go, the body is not just a delivery system for the brain, that it learns and codes information and decodes information and has memory. And everything below the neck is really what I call knowledge. And everything above the neck is what I call information. And so I think that's one thing that I'm always involved with is how to bring more and more of the somatic mind into our practices in NLP. It started out very cognitive, right? Sort of the first generation, as Robert and I would say. So I think that's one thing that I'm still involved with. Yeah. So that would be one flag that I still carry. And no matter what I'm training, I try to bring that more and more into the field. That, that real knowledge is living in our muscle. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And another flag that I feel like I carry all the time is community and generative collaboration. But for me, I've always just used the word community. So now we say field or, but I think, people have to talk to each other. And where I really got this deeply in my system was when I went to the University of California at Santa Cruz, which is my alma mater. And the first dean of that university had a dream. And his dream was to create a university where the different disciplines actually talk to each other, because it's like disciplines have their own language, they don't go out of their way to try to understand another discipline or to connect very deeply. And his dream was that, the biologists are going to talk to the computer scientists, and the computer scientists have to talk to the religious studies people, and the religious studies people have to talk to the mathematicians. And there was a huge burst of creativity that came out of that idea, out of his dream. The genome project came from there. The mathematics and chaos theory came from there. Just a lot of really amazing things happened, and I think they happened because of that generative connection between people. In his case, disciplines, but between people. I think another flag that I've carried that's really, really important to me is about making a social contribution. I think you know about this. That it's really important to, to leave a legacy, is how Robert and I might say it. It's really important to leave a legacy, and that's what we do through our soul, and we do something else through our ambition. And so, people who are just ambitious and don't have the soul, they just take for what they want for themselves. But people with soul, they can also have ambition, but they also have this idea that you leave something behind. You leave something that goes further than just your life that makes a difference. And I think that's another place that's very, very important to me. So I think those three principles for me, as well as, there's a lot of wonderful stuff in NLP, a lot of great concepts, a lot of great skills, a lot of great tools, a lot of great ideas generate there, a lot of generative collaboration. If I'm successful at all, it's because I've had great partners. It's because I've had great partnerships in learning and generating new ideas. I don't think I would have ever gotten there by myself. So the best ideas come between you and another person, that you would never have that idea by yourself, as Robert and I like to say, but in that communication with another person, in this space, this mind, something else emerges that's useful.